What are your secrets? Your team. How do you all make it happen? Yeah.
We lost every single game during our scrims.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. 109 players that are ready from 20 different countries to bring us the very best entertainment that is esports.
It's time for our final series of the day here in beautiful Birmingham, England, and it is time to be bringing the heat. England and Malaysia are both clashing heads in hope to take home the gold, and it is going to be an absolute banger to round out the day. I don't know whether you guys at home can hear the crowd, but they are certainly gassed up for this final series of the day.
We have Team Malaysia and Team England duking it out to try and claim those gold and silver medals. So without further ado, please give a round of applause for Team Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Betty. My name is iSTARX, and I play carry.
Yeah. So firstly, congratulations, for taking gold at the recent Commonwealth Esports Championship in Birmingham, right? And then in the women's event. So how does it feel to take the gold medal home representing women and Malaysia in Dota 2?
I feel very proud and honored to have this opportunity. Although I feel it would be more fun if there were more teams that could participate.
You were saying, Malaysia coming into this clear favourites, you were saying them as.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Malaysia, they're currently it's safe to say undefeated right now during this tournament at the moment. I think they are 7 games up, if I'm aware, and they've got themselves some rivalry between the two.
You all had an impressive run as you all went undefeated from groups, throughout all the way to the grand finals. What are your secrets? Your team. How do you all make it happen? Yeah.
Actually, our secrets are we lost every single game during our scrims. We literally lost every game, and then my teammates were saying, I don't want to play anymore. We're losing every single game. How are we going to play this tournament? And then I was like, it's okay. Our opponents are just slightly better, so at least we kind of stood a chance. It's not like we lost.
Through your defeats in scrims, somehow you all managed to find maybe managed to fix your mistakes and everything. Yeah, that's great, I think.
Yeah.
One of them, very cool-headed, absolutely superb. I mean, one of the things which I really like, which can really take teams by disbelief, is the variety of hero pools that they have. I think that Aurora has only played Zeus twice, but any other hero, she's played it once. So it really does take the team by surprise, and I think she's done very, very well.
And I think Malaysia have this really incredible support structure behind them. They have this really amazing coach that I've managed to chat to, and he's, they have really good ideas about the game and everything. They have, incredible support from their manager and everything as well. I'm not saying that England don't, but they seem to have a very professional attitude towards the game, where I think they understand and they know that they are the favourites, but they are more than happy to try and play up to that title because they know how strong they are as a whole unit. And through their captain, kind of shot calling them through the game, they all come in together and they all make sure they play on the same page.
How much, does the team practice together? Because you mentioned about the scrims earlier as well.
Okay, because one of my team members, she's still studying, so it's a bit hard for us to find middle ground to practice. But usually we will set a date, on Sunday night we would say, okay, what day are you free next week, guys? I'm free on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we will coordinate to train how many days a week, and we would play usually 2 to 3 matches, and afterwards we would watch replay together and discuss our mistakes and stuff.
During your scrims, do you all tend to scrim against other women's team, or do you compete against other teams in the region as well?
Actually, me, myself, and HG and my captain, we all agreed that we do not want to just focus on female teams. We just felt that we should just train with whatever average we can get, higher than us. So usually we get 6.5k to 7k, but according to my captain, she usually finds a screen for us. She said it's a bit difficult to find 6k average nowadays because everyone's getting better. And it's a bit hard to get this kind of range unless
in SEA region as well.
Unless we screen with female teams. But then we all do not want to because we feel it would expose our strat. Stuff
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
better to like fight, with other teams. Okay,
Yeah.
understood. So like
The Malaysia are the team that they will all sit around the computer together, that they'll do some really high-level replay analysis. They'll make sure they're all on the same page so that it feels like, watching them, that they're prepared for anything. Anything that comes their way, they'll be, super prepared for. The coach will be ready, and I'd be, really favouring them.
have you ever like maybe even imagine or even hope that one day you'll be able to play at something of this scale, this kind of stage?
I really hope I can, but I think I will get like super nervous or like start to shiver.
Firstly, I'd like to say welcome to the stage. How does it feel to be playing in front of a crowd and up on this beautiful stage today?
Honestly, I'm very honored and I really feel very proud. And yeah, I guess this has always been my dream to play on a big stage representing my country. So yeah, I hope you guys will have a fun game to watch and we'll do our best.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
Now with your recent success and all that, right? Would you consider yourself, let's say, like a role model or for women in Dota 2 or even in SEA, or at least in Malaysia? How do you feel?
To be honest, when we won, I didn't really feel anything. But I just felt that I should say yay or something, if not, if people look, they'll be like, what is this girl not happy at all? Yeah, but apparently like we got a lot of love. A lot of people were like, wow, you're so good, Malaysian pride. And I'm like, oh, is it really such a big deal for us? And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. It's so nice.
But why did you feel like that? Is it because that you felt that you could do even more if given the chance?
I just kind of hope that we had more teams to compete with. To be honest, I feel like the tournament didn't have a lot of teams. So like, we only had like 4 teams to play with.
Yep.
And then suddenly it's like playoffs already. And then during the playoffs, you just like the first place fights with the 4th place and the second fight with the 3rd. And then we were like, oh, that's all? Like there's no BO3, BO5, and then like, so I just, maybe it's just not enough team.
Understood. Okay.
We'll kill off the wire, but there's a little side effect, but there it is! It will be Team Malaysia grabbing the gold medal here at the Commonwealth Esports Championships. My goodness, what style, what discipline, what a fantastic game coming out from these players.
And again, iSTARX on this Alchemist finishing in 2 games, didn't die a single time. I believe her scoreline was 16 kills, 0 deaths, and 28 assists. She was a formidable carry. She never put herself in a position of potentially going down, falling victim to a gank of England. So yeah, that's an incredible carry performance from Malaysia. Just resilience, and they well-deservedly get the gold medal. Just impeccable gameplay today. It was, yeah, a treat to watch.
What would you tell other girls, that are watching you compete, like advice and encouragement, I mean, based on whatever you told me earlier about the toxicity and how to, you just, any tips or advice?
Well, I think you should try to grind more. If you can spare your time, play more Dota, because I think it's always good to play more. And don't think about what people say, like if they trash talk you, just forget it, everyone will do the same.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So like for now, after your Birmingham trip and everything, like for you yourself, what other official events will you be playing this year, or have you played this year?
I think not much. I just usually play a lot of solos and parties with my friends on my main. But I will be playing this other tournament called FSL probably next week.
Oh.
Yeah. It's with like other female teams, and they are actually like really strong, maybe stronger than Commonwealth. And I heard that there's another GEG tournament in Istanbul.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So we're looking towards that also.
That's great.
I hope that one day we can see a female TI player, playing on the main stage.
Yeah.
So much hype.
And why not even an all-women team? Like an all-5 women team in TI. Maybe, you never know, hopefully one year.
Maybe.
It might take some time, I don't know.
Maybe in 20 years.
Yeah, maybe TI 15, 16, 17, 20, I don't know. But yeah, with that, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for doing this for us. And yeah, and I'm here, Freddie again, GosuGamers, and signing off.